are here again in this work, so worthwhile for everyone, and we are grateful for the presence of the Great Master Tanaka, our friend channel, and all the light beings that are available today, praying for us, transmitting their energies and their knowledge to do yet another very instructive session for all involved. As our friend channel suggested to us, we believe that today's topic is quite useful. Today we will talk about the difference in energy when we emit feelings of concern for our loved ones, compared to when we emit energy of prayer for their sake. There is a slight difference between worrying and asking for prayers or saying prayers for a loved one. As such, we had two very clear examples with our friend channel some time ago, when two mothers were very worried about their children, and these worries, no matter how much they were thinking about the well-being of their children, were harming their children, because these worries create a negative energy charge. The energy of worry is significantly bad energy, and that is something that the human being still does not fully understand. In the two cases we mentioned, the mothers were very concerned about their children. You could feel the energy of the mothers, the weight, a very dense and heavy load of energy that was transmitted to their children, and instead of doing good to the children, it ended up energizing them negatively. So it really is a vicious circle, where in these cases the loved one was going through difficulties. The mother felt those difficulties. She worried about her son and sent him heavy energies. So you imagine this vicious cycle where more and more both mother and son were fostering negative energy. The son in a difficult situation, the worried mother, and the negative energy rolling in all directions. So, my friends, it is important to say that in these situations, worrying does not help at all. On the contrary, worrying is very harmful for all parties, and in the worst case, the affected party can even begin to experience pain in the spine, in the sciatic nerve, which denotes a psychological weight derived from worrying. What to do then in this situation? It is important that we all know how to request divine help. Let's learn and know how to request this help through prayer and meditations to God, to Jesus, to the I Am Presence, to Buddha, to any being of light in the spiritual world. It is necessary that the mind is calm, tranquil, and serene. In this way, putting the difficulties in the hands of the beings of light, fully surrendering and trusting the beings of light, then absolutely the energies are modified. The energy of the mother increases through her own Christ being. In addition, asking the beings of light to bless your child through prayers lifts your child's energy up. And with the high energy of both the mother and the child, it is possible that the beings of light, through intuitions, dreams, coincidences, can help these human beings. Therefore, listen to the intuitions with a calm and silent mind, and trust in the spirituality. In that way, the beings of light can help. What happens in the contemporary world is that this situation occurs less and less. Human beings have great difficulty in quieting the mind, as has been said over and over in our messages. Instead of quieting the mind, human beings occupy it with speculations, with different situations that are created in the mind, with negativity, bad feelings, negative thoughts, bad thoughts. It is an ever-growing snowball. The energy becomes increasingly more negative, and then the tuning in with us, beings of light, becomes more and more distant, and it gets more difficult to communicate, to send a message through creative sources like the intuition or dreams. The tuning of energetic frequencies is no longer possible. At that point, no contact is achieved. And so, this happens on a daily basis with most human beings nowadays. It is our role to reverse this situation. It is our role to inform you that if you are a mother, if you are a father, it is understandable that you worry about your children. We understand the situation. But know that this state of worrying causes enormous difficulty for the beings of light. The gap keeps getting bigger, and we get resentful because of not being able to do anything without the spiritual connection caused by free will. Yes, free will, because it is out of their free will that these parents worry. That is why, dear parents, we ask you earnestly, meditate, pray so that spirituality helps you find a solution to your problems. Open your minds, quiet them so that we can communicate with you. Often the mother prays intensely for her son to change his situation, or that she changes it herself. However, she continues with a mind full of negative feelings, heavy energies, negative thoughts, always filling her head with various negative situations, anguish, suffering. And what can we, beings of light, do? There is a fundamental law that nothing and no one can break, which is obedience to free will. The beings of light can never interfere in situations where the human being is not open to our communication. So again, I say and repeat that it is important that you, who are parents, believe, have faith in God, Jesus Christ, Buddha, Allah, or whatever denomination you give to the beings of light, and ask them to illuminate the way for a solution, and keep an open mind to receive insights. We can say without any doubt that the world today is going through a series of difficulties because it is becoming increasingly difficult for the beings of light to communicate with human beings. communications are getting ever narrower, and that is why human beings give themselves more and more to, let's say, useless things of the material world, and they forget to seek the path outlined in their reincarnation plan, seeking their evolution, because all of us have a plan. All human beings, before incarnating, made a plan with us, a feasible plan, totally feasible, within the conditions that were created for him or her here in the material world. These plans are designed to facilitate spiritual evolution, to climb steps in the spiritual world. What happens is that this plan is totally forgotten. All life is directed towards a material world in search of power, possessions, money, but the fundamental is left aside. What is described in the reincarnation plan is left out, and life is enjoyed looking for comfort, goods, power, wealth, etc. And when you disincarnate, you have to start all over again. It is verified that there was no evolution. It is as if in the material world, comparing it to the school world, you repeated the year. And then you will have to draw a new reincarnation plan and live a life again and again without fulfilling the reincarnation plan, and make another plan again and reincarnate again, and the cycle remains for centuries and centuries in an endless time. That is why we are here, people, trying to make you special human beings who listen to this message cease with this wheel of life, cease with this vicious, negative cycle that prevents humanity from moving forward. I hope I have made this message very clear to you. Master, is it clear for you? Yes, very clear. Therefore, we spirits of light are incredibly grateful for this session, for allowing us to transmit this message. We hope it reaches many special human beings, whom will certainly be prepared to multiply the message and fulfill what is said in the message. Pray for your children. Pray that they find a solution to their problems and deliver that to God, to the beings of light. Get rid of this negative feeling of worrying. Very well, so we end this session with a great sense of joy and a feeling of accomplishment. Thank you all very much. Remain in peace. Have a good week. So be it. Thank God.